This is lesson 13.3. It's called solving area equations. So now that we know the formulas for the area of different quadrilaterals and the area of triangles, we're going to use those formulas to solve problems, okay? So there's 3 basic steps to problem solving using area formulas. The first step is to write the formula. So if the problem has a triangle in it, you write the formula for a triangle. If the problem has a trapezoid, then you write the formula for the area of a trapezoid, and so on. So step number 1, write the formula for the area. Step number 2 is plug in the given value into the formula. So the problem will give you some of the values, and so you're going to plug them in where they belong. The last step is to solve the equation. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, let's do the 3 steps with a couple examples. So first of all, we have problem solving using area of triangle. This says the base of the pennant, and here's a picture of it, is 1.5 feet long. So here is the base, 1.5 feet long. It has an area of 2.25 square feet. What is the height? So we're looking for this measure right here, the height. We have the base and we have the area. Okay, so the step number 1, write the formula. Well, the formula for the area of a triangle is area equals 1/2 base times height, or base times height divided by 2. Either way, multiplying by 1/2 and dividing by 2 is the same thing. Okay, so step number 2 is to plug in the values. So they gave us the area and they gave us the base. So we're going to plug in 2.25 for area, okay, because the area is 2.25. So in place of the A, we're going to put 2.25. So 2.25 equals 1/2, and they gave us the base. So the B, we're going to put 1.5. And last but not least, we have H, and that's what we're looking for. What is the height of the pennant? So now we're going to solve for H. All right, we're going to do all the operations until we know what H is. All right, so first I'm just going to rewrite the 2.25. And I'm going to put equals, and I'm going to find half of 1.5. So 1.5 times, 1/2 times 1.5. I'm going to multiply these 2 together. All right, so basically here's what I'm going to do. Since I told you earlier that multiplying times 1/2 is the same as dividing by 2, I'm going to take 1.5 and I'm going to divide it by 2. So I get 0.75. So over here I get 0.75H. Okay, now I have a 1-step equation. I find my variable H. I ask what is happening to H. H is being multiplied times 0.75. Okay, so I'm following step number 3, which is to solve the equation. If it's being multiplied times 0.75, the reverse of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide by 0.75, and I'm going to do that to both sides. Okay. These 2 will cancel out because 0.75 divided by 0.75 is 1. So this side, I'll get 1H, which is H. On this side, I'll get my calculator out, and I'll do 2.25 divided by 0.75, and I'll get 3. So the height of this triangle is 3. Okay? So I'm just going to follow the steps for all the problems. Number 1, I'm going to write the formula for the shape that I'm given. Number 2, I'm going to plug in the numbers into the formula where they belong. And then last but not least, I'm going to solve for the variable. Let's do one more example using trapezoid, okay? So here is problem solving using area of trapezoid, all right? So this says one base is 4.3 meters long. The other base, that should say base, is 10.5 meters long. Oh, that should say meters. Boy. Base and meters. The area is 44.4 meters squared. What is the height of the trapezoid? So we have base 1 and base 2, and we don't know the height, but we do have the area. So the first step is to write the formula. Area of a trapezoid is 1/2 height times B1 plus B2. Okay? Now, this next step is to fill in the numbers. Area, they said, was 44.4, so I'm going to put that in for A. 44.4 is A. Then I have 1/2, and I don't know the height because it's asking me what is the height, but I do have B1 and B2. Last step is to solve the equation. So I'm going to add these two together, and 4.3 plus 10.5 is 14.8. And then I'm going to multiply that times h and times 1/2, and that's going to give me 44.4. Now I can take half of 14.8 and multiply it times h. These are all multiplication. 1/2 times h times 14.8. That's all multiplication. Okay, so I can do multiplication in any order. So I can now multiply the 1/2 times the 14.8. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so 1/2 times 14.8 is going to be 7.4, and 7.4 has to still be times h, and 44.4. Now here's my equation. Where's h? It's being multiplied, so I'm going to divide 7.4 divide by 7.4, and last but not least, h is going to equal 44.4 divided by 7.4, which is 6. So h is 6, so the height is 6 meters. Okay, so the steps are, number 1, write the formula. Number 2, plug in the given values. Number 3, solve the equation. And you can do it for any of the quadrilaterals or the triangle, because you know all the formulas for the quadrilaterals and the formula for the area of a triangle. That's 13.3, solving area equations.